I made a list for the best player at every letter of the alphabet. Starting off at A, it was very tough, with Acuna, Alonso, Altuve, Alcantara, Alvarez, Reyes, and Arenado. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Acuna with just how crazy of a season he's been having this year. He'll probably win the MVP. He has 39 home runs, 33 doubles, 67 stolen bases, which is just crazy, 338 batting average, and an OPS above 1,000, with a WAR of 7.9. At B, we have a lot of other good players too, like Bo Bichette, Corbin Burns, Bellinger, and Bregman. But I'm gonna go with Mookie Betts. He's also in that MVP race with Acuna. He has 39 home runs, 37 doubles. He's hitting 311 with an OPS above 1,000 and a WAR of 8.1. At C, I really want to go with Corbin Carroll. He's just a really fun player to watch, but I gotta give it to Garrett Cole. He'll probably win the Cy Young this year. In 187 innings, he's at 2.79 ERA, a 9.8 strikeouts per 9, and a WHIP just above 1, and a WAR of 6.3. At D, I was seriously considering going with Yandy Diaz because of how good he's been this year, but I gotta go with Rafael Devers. He's just been a consistently good player his whole career. This year he has 31 home runs, 34 doubles, 276 batting average, and 865 OPS, and a 129 OPS plus. At E, I'm gonna give it to Nathan Eovaldi, who was a really nice signing by the Rangers this offseason. He's 130 innings pitched, an ERA below 3, 8.1 strikeouts per 9, and a WHIP of 1.087. At F, we have Freddie Freeman, who seems to be hitting for a higher average since he joined the Dodgers. This year he has 26 home runs, 55 doubles, 337 batting average, and a 990 OPS, and he has a WAR of 6.2. G was one of the hardest letters to rank. A lot of good pitchers and hitters in this mix: Gosman, Gilbert, Goldschmidt, Guerrero, Sonny Gray, but I'm gonna have to go with Zach Gallen. In 2022, he finished 5th in Cy Young. He's not pitching quite as good as he was last year, but he's still doing pretty good, with an ERA of 3.5, 192 innings pitched, 9.3 strikeouts per 9, and a WHIP of 1.1. At H, I'm gonna go with the 2021 NL MVP, Bryce Harper. He came back crazy early off his Tommy John surgery this season. In 414 at-bats, he has 17 home runs, 26 doubles, 295 batting average, 883 OPS. At I was considering going with Jonathan India. I think he could be there in the future. With the last 2 seasons, he's been a below league average hitter, so I'm going with Raisel Iglesias. He's not as nasty this year as other years. In 2022, he had a 2.47 ERA, 62 innings pitched, a WHIP below 1, 11.3 strikeouts per 9. At J, I'm going to go with Aaron Judge, coming off a historic season hitting 62 home runs. This year he's had some injuries, and at 323 at-bats, he still managed to hit 32 home runs, which is pretty crazy, 980 OPS and a 163 OPS plus. At K, I'm going to give it to the veteran Clayton Kershaw. This year, 117 innings pitched, 2.61 ERA, 9.4 strikeouts per 9, and a WHIP just above 1. He's playing pretty well in his mid-30s. At L, I'm going to give it to Pablo Lopez, who had a good first half of the season and an even better second half. So far, he's 178 innings pitched. He's an ERA below 3.5, 10.7 strikeouts per 9, and a 1.14 WHIP. At M, I'm going to give it to Manny Machado, who's having a down season this year. He's starting to heat up a little bit. 2022, though, finished second in MVP, 32 home runs, 37 doubles, 298 batting average, OPS just below 900. At N, I'm going to give it to Nasty Nola, who's kind of underrated in my opinion. 5th in Cy Young in 2022, 205 innings pitched and a 3.25 ERA, and a WHIP below 1 and a 10.3 strikeouts per 9. Despite being out for the rest of the season, at O, I'm still going to give it to Ohtani. Matt Olson could probably win it in most of the other letters, but Ohtani I think could still win the MVP in 2023. 132 innings pitched, 3.14 ERA, WHIP just above 1, 11.4 K per 9, hitting 44 home runs, 8 triples, 20 stolen bases, batting average above 300, WHIP just a little above 1. At P, I'm going to give it to Freddie Peralta, who's a really good pitcher. ERA is a little higher than some years, 3.79 ERA, 156 innings pitched, WHIP just below 1.1, and 11.5 strikeouts per 9. At Q, I'm going to go with Jose Quintana. Last year he had an ERA below 3. This year he's had some injuries, so he hasn't had a lot of pitching time, but he's having a pretty solid season. R was a pretty hard letter to rank. Rodriguez, Riley, Gobert, Almuto, Rasmussen, Ramirez, Ryan, Rutschman, Romano. But I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez. 2022, he won a Silver Slugger and a Rookie of the Year. In 2023, he wasn't off to a very hot start, but he's definitely heated up a lot. 30 home runs, 34 doubles, 289 batting average, 850 OPS. This was another very hard letter to rank. Stroman, Strider, Soto, Snell, Simeon. But I'm going to go with Corey Seager. He's having a crazy good season this year. He's putting up MVP type numbers. 31 home runs, 40 doubles, 344 batting average, OPS above 1,000, and a 185 OPS plus. At T, I'm going to give it to Mike Trout. Despite injuries the past couple seasons, he's still a pretty good player, with a career OPS of 994, batting average of 301. 2023 is a down season for him. A little over 300 at-bats, he has 18 home runs, 263 batting average, and 858 OPS. At U, I'm going to give it to Julio Urias. Not really sure what he's doing off the field, but when it comes to pitching, he's straight nasty. In 2022, 2.92 in 175 innings pitched, 2.16 ERA, whip below 1, and finished third in Cy Young. At V, we got a duel between the two Astros pitchers, Verlander and Valdez. Verlander did win the Cy Young in 2022, but I think I'm going to give it to Framber Valdez as he's having a bit better of a season than 2023. 181 innings pitched, 3.32 ERA, whip of 1.1, and 8.8 strikeouts per 9. At W, I was really considering going with Zach Wheeler as he's been straight nasty, but I gotta give it to Bobby Witt Jr., who's low-key having a really nice season. 8 triples, 28 home runs, 27 doubles, 276 batting average, 811 OPS, and 44 stolen bases. There's nobody at X, but at Y, I'm gonna go with Christian Yelich. I'm really rooting for this guy. He's definitely not putting up the same numbers he did back in 2018 and 2019, but he's been a pretty decent player this year. 17 home runs, 31 doubles, 274 batting average, 298 OPS, 27 stolen bases, and a 118 OPS plus. Finally at Z, there's only 3 players at this letter, and I didn't really know who to choose, but I'm gonna go with Angel Zerpa. Oh, okay, that's all.